With Session Update, I'm Julie Bartke. All-day fully funded kindergarten, teaching to the subject and not the test, and property tax relief. These are just a few of the provisions highlighted in a news conference on Thursday led by Chair of the Senate E12 Committee, Charles Wiger. Here are a few of the key points from that news conference and reaction to the bill by Republican Senator Sean Nienow.
We're announcing a $15.6 billion investment in our most important priority, our students, our future workforce. And that is great news for Minnesota. And we also have additional great news, and that's for property tax relief, because as a part of this, we have $150 million that was given through the targets through the tax committee that we could use to buy down some of the levies.
I think there's two major issues with the all-day kindergarten I'd like to point out. One is equity. Currently, we do not have 100% of our students having the opportunity to attend all-day kindergarten classes. So this bill will provide that opportunity for all children, regardless of the school district that they are residing in, that they can attend all-day kindergarten. The second issue I'd like to point out is that it will narrow, it'll help close the achievement gap. There are several studies out there, both here in Minnesota and nationally, that indicate that, and I think that this is an important step towards the quality of education in the state of Minnesota.
This does replace the grad test at the high school level with a suite of assessments, tests like the Explorer in 8th grade, the Plan test in 10th grade, and the ACT test most likely in 11th grade. By early diagnostics and remediation, we can find out earlier what students really need to make sure that they are ready for a career or college. So we think this is better aligned K through 12, but also aligned with what the colleges, the universities are expecting our graduates to have.
You heard Senator Dahl. It is a significant step that we took in the policy committee to really move the state in a direction of teaching our kids the subject matter, not teaching to the test. That is a very important decision for the state of Minnesota. We have over 27,000 kids that are not getting a score, and based on that, we are determining that they are not ready. A lot of these kids, thousands of them, got very good ACT scores, and they had very good GPAs, and they were accepted to some of the best universities in the college, in the country. So what is important to understand here is that the Senate feels very strongly that we need to assess and prepare our kids to pursue post-secondary education, not to get a score.
We feel that the property tax reduction should occur through the education funding system, and that's what happens in this bill, to the tune of approximately $200 per pupil.
So in the integration proposal, we have a 20% reduction on the integration allocation for each district. So we are giving clear direction to the districts that they need to put a report in which they show academic growth in key areas, math, reading and writing. And if the progress is not clear in those reports, they will have to come back to the Department of Education. They will have a 2-year period to indicate whether or not, the measure is actually moving in the right direction. And then if they do not, after that 2-year period, they will begin to lose 20% of their appropriation.
I can't guarantee you, because I've not spoken with every single one of my colleagues, but everyone that I've talked to, for example, Julie Rosen was on the floor just before I came here, and I said, Julie, let me tell you what's in this bill, and she was aghast, absolutely aghast, that no student will have to demonstrate they know anything in order to graduate high school. Provisions like that are in the bill, and the fact that we talk about hundreds of millions of dollars going into education, but it's a mandate. It's funded, but it's a mandate. If you take that money, that you use it for K-12. The only dollars that go onto the bottom line that can help schools with their current needs is the $52. One $52 increase. That's the discretionary that the schools have on the base. The rest of it mostly falls into all-day K. Now, that's not a bad thing, but that doesn't help schools with their funding concerns. They have to spend it expanding all-day K. So the Republicans, I think, would prefer to see local control rather than state mandates. Let the schools have that money. If they want all-day K, great. If they need it to fulfill other needs in their district, wonderful. Local control is better than state mandates. But my larger point was, I have yet to speak with one of my colleagues that is willing to vote for this bill because of some of the significant concerns that are in there.
And of course, we will track the omnibus education bill as it makes its way through the Senate, and you can track the activity in the Senate through us and the Senate Media Services YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter accounts.